Okay, this press text is being read on behalf of Manifesto, a body of over 300 women organizations, right activists, advocates, professional groups, and organizations that are gathered together today, particularly with women from communities who we are working with from different organizations, to join the protests against hunger. And that's why we're here as women against hunger. And this is just to express our dissatisfaction as Nigerians, to say that Nigerians are tired, hungry, and disgruntled. And so we stand before you today as women, human rights advocates, and citizens. So we listened with high expectation to the presentation made by President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, a speech hoping it would address the urgent demands voiced by Nigerians during this demonstration. I were of the opinion that the president's speech failed to address the clamor for security, for government accountability, for rising hunger crisis, for surging inflation rates that are crippling Nigerians' ability to service the country, and the violent repression of peaceful protesters that have been happening in the last period. And the media has also been one of the focus of that repression. We believe that Nigerian citizens have constitutional rights of association, but unfortunately with the restriction by the court, that has also been limited. We believe that, and we are taking some key issues that the president had raised. One of it was that the president promised to provide 100,000 housing units over the next 3 years to address inadequate housing. And we are saying that looking at where we are as a country, with 25 million currently homeless people, 100,000 housing response will not be able to respond to that. We also look at the issue of student loan that the president emphasized, in his speech. And we are saying that currently, as we all know, most students pay over 300,000, 500,000, for school fees. And so the proposal of the loan is not enough, to respond to the issue. The president also mentioned the issue of 570 billion to states to tackle food insecurity and provide welfare support. We also feel that that is not enough a problem to address the fact that Nigerians cannot feed and people are hungry, and that will not be able to address the problem that years back they had the Operation Feed the Nation, which was targeted, to address the issue of famine and all of that. But, the president just talking about trillions of naira that we don't know how it's going to be distributed and where it's going to be distributed to is not enough to address the problem. So we had looked at the general presentation and address by the president, and we feel that it's not adequate. We believe that Nigerians need to live with dignity, and also because of the fear of unknown and continued government neglect, it has made it very impossible. We also recall with nostalgia the period of structural adjustment program where the entire government of Nigeria was sold out to the Bretton Woods, and we say that we are already back, to that situation, and we are very concerned about the implication of that. So we call on a whole lot of things. There is a recommendation by the Oronsaye report. We believe that the government should begin to effect that. We are troubled also about the hijack of the peaceful protest. The hijack of the peaceful protest that we are seeing across the country, and we felt that the government should be able to do something, in that regard. So by and large, we have some few demands. We're asking for accountability for police violence. It's very important. We're asking that government should be more intentional in responding to the housing crisis. We're asking for education reform. We're asking for transparency in food security, and we're asking for a more holistic perspective to addressing the issue of hunger, in Nigeria. We're also asking for justice for victims of protest, and also a whole lot of other things, including the importance of the government addressing the insecurity in the country that is also affecting the food security that we have, as a country. So we believe that this is a very important issue. And that's why we have here today women who are also going to testify how difficult the situation is for every one of us to be able to purchase a bag of rice, which was a common, food for Nigeria. But today, even Indomie that children, used to eat has now become about 14,000 and it's not affordable, to the people. And that's why, as women, we felt there are issues that are affecting us here. As women represent the huge population of poor people in the country. So we are much more affected by every other person. That's why we are here asking that the government should end this hunger. Because as long as this hunger remains, it may be very difficult for them to be able to curtail the protest. The protest will continue. Thank